do the intro then.
Three,
I
two,
don't know.
one. We are on air. Welcome to another episode of Knerdout. We're back
Nerd
for
out at
Nerd
night.
Out
Oh,
at
I just
Night.
cut.
You can cut me off, but it's been a long fucking time, man. What's it been? A
It
month?
has. Yeah. Summertime is tough. It's really tough because the sun is still out and it's hard.
People
Everyone's
do shit,
going
Yeah.
to the beach or I don't know what you fancy people are doing. My kids stay up past the sun going down. I can't get away with like, oh, it's dark, I'm putting you to bed. So
Well, you
so
mean it's
that's
light? You can't put them to bed, so they
yeah,
stay
that's what
up
I
till the
meant.
sun. That's how I was. Was it when I used to have to go to sleep before the sun went down? Those were depressing. Fucking. I remember
Yeah.
sitting in the room with my brother, like, what the fuck do we do now? Like,
Yeah, totally. Like there's times like Game of Thrones night, Sunday night, or Twin Peaks night. I literally
yeah,
like, kids, get your ass in the room and no fighting and no bitching. I don't care what you guys do. You just stay up there and shut up, basically. Like, yeah. And then I went to TFCon, so that was a weekend right there, and that was a good time. We are all set up for TFCon. They call it DC, but it's in Virginia.
yeah.
So we're all set for that. We already got a thumbs down. Wow, some fucking asshole. Anyways.
Nice, sweet,
But
sweet.
yeah, no, it happens. But yeah, TFCon, it was a lot of fun. It was overwhelming in the sense that like there's just like so much stuff there. If you wanted it, you could have it, and they had it, and I wanted it, and I got a fair amount.
Yeah,
And
that's what it's there for. I mean, that's sweet.
Yeah, and everyone was really nice. I really had a good time. So I'm very excited to do another one.
I'm very, very curious. I'm excited, man. I'm very. It's like I don't get excited for stuff like that till it's like tomorrow,
Mhm.
or like I'm in the car. I don't know why, unless it's Star Wars. I get excited about Star Wars and stuff really early.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, speaking of Star Wars, lots of new pictures today, man.
yeah, well,
I
since we've done this, a lot of new shit. That whole thing only came. That whole the behind the scenes only came out a week ago, man. It's like,
Yeah, which yeah, that the new Luke looks good. He looks pretty mean, pretty angry.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So you like that? You weren't digging it before. But now you do.
I like Luke. I got to be honest with you.
Looks like
I'm
Gandalf to me a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I could see that. I think he looks kind of like a angry Obi-Wan or Gandalf. I'm not really digging Snoke. I don't know what
But
I'm
he
supposed
doesn't
to.
look any different than he did before. I
Right,
mean, it's just
right.
he has color to him. Big, like I don't understand the big deal. Like I don't
Yeah,
know
I
how he
don't think
looks
it's a
any
big
different.
deal. I don't think it's a big deal. It's just like he just doesn't quite he doesn't strike fear in me, and I don't know if that's really what he's supposed to do. But with with um with like the Emperor, we'll use him
Mm.
as a fair example because I think Darth Vader is more Kylo Ren. Like the Emperor scared the shit out of me. So
But I mean, the
uh
whole thing is, are the pictures we see are they out of context? I mean, are they just like maybe like yeah? I
I
agree.
don't
He
know.
looks sort of goofy when all the light is right on him, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Snoke." It's like I thought he looked a little bit like weird, but I don't know what setting we're gonna see of it. I
Yeah, I have
mean,
no idea. I have no idea. Yeah, just reach out to our live chat if you guys want join our live chat. We got Jetpack Man 01. It's first time checking you. What's up? And then of course we got Primacon. What up? And other people. But yeah. I don't really don't. I'll be honest with you. Everything that I've seen for Last Jedi. Everything that I've seen for Last Jedi so far has not got me freaked out in excitement yet, but it's still super early to be.
yeah, but I mean, I'm with you, but they haven't shown anything that we haven't seen. So we get a rebel bomber. We
Mm,
see Luke, but we saw him in the first movie. Rey gets a little bit of a different outfit. I mean, they haven't shown us anything that we haven't seen in Episode 7 yet,
I
right?
agree.
I
I
mean,
agree. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we saw we see some new uh like royal guard
yep.
type characters, and that's fine. Nothing excites me, nothing angers me. It's just, and then we see some cute little animal with like big sad eyes, but I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying nothing has got me like, oh shit. Like, I'll be honest with you, the Blade Runner trailer
looks incredible
for me.
But I have a theory about Star Wars. I think that you haven't seen anything that's oh shit, because the whole movie is gonna be like oh shit, and it's like they literally can't show you anything without spoiling it. That's what I think.
I hope you're right.
If I had to take a guess.
What's up, Dust Mites?
What's up, Dust?
Dust Mites is out here. We're gonna get him on here for sure. So you know, hey, I like Ryan Johnson. I'm scared, but I'm excited. I'm just saying that there hasn't been that one thing to like blow me over. I saw that movie Valerian. I was super excited to go see that because I read the trade paperback and I love like goofy sci-fi, and I like a lot of bad sci-fi, and I didn't enjoy this at all.
How bad was it? Because I'm going to see it Saturday. Like
it. See, here's the thing. I read the trade paperback, and so like my idea of the character was very different.
Yeah, but wait, which trade paperback? It's like old. Isn't it from the 60s? I thought it was like a 60s
69
book. Yeah.
You know what? It looks pretty. You're gonna be fine for 2 hours. But the actors, especially the main character, he has absolutely zero charisma, none whatsoever.
That's what I heard, and that's sort of what I picked up from it. I mean, he just looks like I am here, I am good guy, like just generic.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, he's like, hey, Lorleen, I want to marry you. Like, it's. I like shitty stuff. Like, you know me, I'm like, I like bad sci-fi. It's just that.
Is it worse than like? Well, I shouldn't say because it's not a bad movie, but is it as good as Crawl? Like,
well, Crawl is a masterpiece. So
I agree. So you mean it's literally for its time as bad as Crawl? Well, I don't. I think Crawl is great, but Crawl was a failure. But I mean, so it's bad. You mean it's bad, like not good, like.
It's not fun, and like it looks cool. Like, you know what? I don't need. We've talked about this many times. I don't need everything story-wise to be absolutely buttoned up. Like, I'm totally okay with going along for a ride. I am not pretentious about my science fiction. I go for the ride, and it was boring. It felt like it was 4 hours long.
What up, Transformers and beer? I'm just saying.
Yeah, what up? Also, what up, Sportimus? I saw that you said you talked about MGO's fix, but actually we're gonna switch gears because
we're on that.
Yeah, we got to just get right to it because
I just watched that before this, and it
just came in here. All right, let's set it up. Okay, so Masterpiece, everyone, Masterpiece. We're going to Transformers here. Masterpiece, MPM4. I love it. It's got some problems. It does.
It's got major problems.
It does. It does have major problems. It does not snap in properly in vehicle mode. It does not bother me, even though it's a problem.
Which is insane. I don't know how that can't bother.
I'll tell you why. It doesn't bother me because you can still get it in a truck mode and like roll it around and it's a truck. It's just not like there's some like layered flaps, but it does not bother me.
I guess it doesn't bother me because I consider it like I wouldn't put it on a best or a worst list. I would put it on an incomplete list. Like that's how I look at it. It's just not finished. But I guess this video, he seemed to get it to work right. So I mean, if I've been doing it wrong the whole time, then I'll reappraise it. You know, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Here's the thing that I've read that. First of all, most people who've tried to transform it correctly, or I've watched videos and they're like, yeah, look, it's correct. They don't have the tailpipe connectors out.
Yeah.
Okay.
His did.
Or they've cut shit off. I'm not cutting shit off my toy. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. It's not happening. So what did you do to do it? You did it.
I don't know. No, I didn't do it. I watched it. I watched him do it. No, I didn't do it. That's like, believe me, it's going to be the first thing I do after this. But basically, I'll explain what he did. Try transforming the thing into a truck, and you get it all half-assed like. You you pull the arms out, right? Okay. You pull the arms out. Then the cab part, you like fold up. You know what I'm talking about? Like the sleeper part, you fold that all up. So what you do, the doors and the window parts, you line up. You get that in right. You get it all lined up. Like you do it sort of from the inside out. You get
I see what you're saying.
You get the hood lined up and the doors and everything flush down on itself. And you do that first. And then you sort of like just put the legs back together. And but you have to make sure it's flush first. Like you make sure you start by making the windshield, the hood, and the doors flush. You start there. And then you do everything around that, and it worked in the video.
So
and he didn't modify it. He had 2. Yeah, that's the one he didn't cut up.
Yeah. Okay. So it's MGOs that has it.
Yeah, it just released it like
Dust
10
Mites
minutes.
Is saying that the best thing about Dust Mites is saying the best thing about the figures that he doesn't own it. Look, I think I'm very upfront about my distaste for the movies. I love this. I love the way this looks, but if you can't. How do you recommend it? Like you said, it's incomplete. I
don't know. It depends if that video is correct. I'll give it a full recommendation. But yeah, as of right now, fuck no.
Yeah.
Like, no,
it's
incomplete.
It's hard to recommend, but I'm going to tell you right now, it might be on my top 5. I like
happens.
it a lot.
It happens.
You know, since we're transforming out, this is one that I got at TFCon that like I didn't think I was going to like. That I didn't.
Yeah, that wasn't
sure I was going to like,
man.
Yeah, it really grew on. It's weird. It's like the first time this is the Generation Toys Jazz, and this isn't for you G1 people because it is a modern it's a modern Porsche. So if you're not open to that, then just skip it. I don't know if it's IDW, but I love it. The first time I transformed it, I was like, but then like, you know, you kind of like wear out those joints a little bit and you start knowing the placements, and I really grew to love this thing. But it's not for everybody. If you're looking for a G1 piece, this isn't for you. This is for like, hey, I like cool robots and I like cars. Like this is cool. And I like jazz, I guess. But hey,
Sportimus, I don't like it as much as the Bumblebee, but I think he does. I would say he likes it more than the Bumblebee, to answer your question. But I don't know.
All right. No, that's a fair question. I think,
speaking of Bumblebee, we're going to talk about this guy in a little bit.
So. Yeah. Let's. I don't know which one I like more, because I'll tell you something. That Bumblebee, like, I think the sheer adventure that you and I had getting that Bumblebee
was priceless.
It was priceless. It was a great experience. So it's like I really like the robot, but like that whole Bumblebee as a whole, like, was a lot of excitement. And I've said it before, I collect toys because of many factors, including the excitement of getting it and the joy of playing with it. I'll just be honest.
Yeah, to get something at Toys R Us gives you a bonus level. It's unparalleled. Absolutely. Like, you can't really put a price on it, but
especially to travel to another country.
Yes.
You know, granted, it wasn't
get our balls busted by customs, calling us leaders, pretty much. Like, don't you guys have anything else to do?
He had a mustache too.
He did have a mustache.
I got a rule. I don't fuck with anyone with a mustache.
Nor should you. I mean, Tom Selleck's got a mustache, for God's sake. You know, and nobody would fuck with him.
Yeah, for sure. But you got So at TFCon, I got you the Weijing Bumblebee, and you got that instead of the Weijing Megatron. But nevertheless, you're a Bumblebee guy. You like the Bumblebee.
I love Bumblebee, man. I do, and this makes me question that, man. This thing is rough. Like, I mean, you know, I should hold him and not move him when I talk about him.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I mean, the whole thing is, I know he looks good. I know his paint looks good. He looks very ornate, and he is littered with paint everywhere, and it's beautiful
paint, man. The paint is beautiful.
But I mean, the whole thing is, it's like, what is this shit? Like, I mean, like, what? Hello, like, can you see me through there? Like, that doesn't even matter. But the complexity of, like, his transformation isn't hard, but it's not fun. It's overcomplicated, and it's like the amount of sheer force you have to put to get him into a car is just, it's not fun. It's insane. It's crazy, and it's like you're worked up because you literally have to press hard enough on it that it should be broken. And it's not, like, but I didn't care. I just pushed hard on it anyway. And
now,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Is it a knockoff or is it third party? And
it's both.
Okay.
We should talk about that too. It seems like everybody's been weighing in on that.
Yeah, that seems to be a big
bullshit. But we can go there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, let's stick with this
both.
Bumblebee. Like,
both.
Okay, I think it's.
Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing is, like, I think had you gotten that before the Masterpiece, you would have thought that thing was a piece of beauty. But with that said, it's only because it's the paint job. It's like you know, it's like an ugly girl with some really, really well done makeup. I don't know if that's a good analogy.
Like, but the problem is, I would have been pissed either way because it doesn't transform. It's like he has a busted leg, came that way. So it's like no matter what you do, you can't, like, it'll transform, but his tire is like, he's all like jacked up as a car because his tire won't like compress in, and it's like, I don't know, maybe that's part of it, but
no, it looks gumpy, like, no doubt.
Yeah.
But again, the Masterpiece is the structure is really solid.
And it's perfect. And they get the wheels right on it and everything on the Masterpiece, where this is just like another Bumblebee with his wheels on the outside when they should be on the end. I don't know. He just doesn't one up anything. I mean, the truth is, I still think like this is way, like, I think this looks way better than that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
This has ugly ass paint, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I really hated the fact that you hated everything that I got for you at TFCon, but you know, we'll get another chance. Anyone in the
time out. I did not hate Prime. I love that Prime. I'm pissed off at him. It hurt
You were killing my buzz on it though, because I was really into it, regardless.
Yeah,
of its
I'm
issues.
sorry, man.
No, you know what?
I'm sorry.
No, those were
guy,
fair. Those were fair. No, those were fair arguments. Look, anyone who shits on that Optimus Prime transformation has an absolute fair argument. I'm just saying that for whatever reason, it does not bother me yet. There could be something with another toy or whatnot that absolutely destroys me, and it could be something so minimal, like the Figuart Stormtrooper has this like cut line here, and that fucking kick. I can't handle it. But like,
I made fun of you for that, but that was legit, man.
I think that was legit. Too.
I think that was legit. So,
anyone out there in the chat, is anyone going to TFCon DC? We're super excited, but I mean, I don't know. We would love to. You know, I mean, I assume they have like at least a hotel bar that we can like get loaded. Or something.
I plan on getting hammered drunk for sure.
I got pretty hammered at TFCon Toronto, but you know, it was like hammered with my wife, which was great, but it was a different kind of hammered, I guess. But
what was it, like foo drink hammered or like
no, I don't do that. No, the last time I had a foo drink was at one of the BotCons, and I ordered a drink, and it was a foo drink, and Peter Cullen was there, and he pretty much like he thought it was a huge pussy, and I was like, oh, I can never drink a foo drink again.
What was he drinking?
He was drinking probably cigarette butts and whiskey, dude.
Okay.
Like the guy was like, I'm talking that Peter Cullen is like 100% man, like a pack of Marlboros, a bottle of whiskey, and a mustache. Like that guy was 100% man. And I was far too effeminate for him. I don't think I'm effeminate by any means, but for him, I would have been considered a sissy, I think. So that was the last of my frou-frou drinks. So yeah, anyone out there, if you're going to TFCon, man, we look forward to it. We're gonna do the drive and everything. Speaking of other shows, San Diego Comic-Con just came and passed, and I was not there. I was not included this time, and I keep trying to get a hold of my dear friend Ryan to make sure that his time wasn't as fun as it was last year, but he won't respond to my calls. Ryan,
oh no.
He did tell me that the yacht party this year, Weird Al Yankovic was there, and I think Circe Stark was on the boat, but he said that it wasn't a whole crew of Game of Thrones. But Weird Al Yankovic, that's
almost worth the whole cast right there, man. I mean,
Weird Al rules. Yeah. Wow. So Dust Mite Chicago shut down the bar and got kicked out at 2. Oh, that's great. So we have a chance of getting kicked out at TFCon. That's great. Like, I want to cause some trouble. Just no fights. That's all I say. I'm a fighter, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But like, we can get drunk and get in trouble. I'm all for that. Are you supposed to like advertise that you're willing to get drunk and get in trouble?
I don't know. I don't mind if we get in a fight. I'm fine with that. I think that'd be great. Brawl, gang war.
No. I'm not fighting. No.
Yeah.
You can fight. Yeah, that's where I post out. TF fan page 101 talked about the Power of the Prime stuff. Yeah, we were about to get to there. So San Diego Comic-Con happened, and I was not in there, but we did see all the pictures. And what were your thoughts on the Transformer offerings? We'll start with Transformers.
I don't know. I mean, let me see.
The Rodimus was cool, right?
It was okay. I mean, that's the only thing that really stood out. What else? I wasn't that into it.
No. Did you see those the pictures that got out that weren't supposed to get out?
No.
Did you? Oh, okay. I mean, look, it's like a couple Dinobots, a couple, but there is a Primal, which I'm excited about, and Optimal Optimus. So I'm on board that. But like, there was some cool stuff, but like it was like small, shitty pictures, and nothing enough to like really like grab my nuts and like make me holler. But good Mezco stuff. I really like that Michael Myers.
Yeah, that Michael Myers looks sweet. That could almost. Will you get it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, when going to the Mezcos, like that's what I want to see. I want to see movie shit. I want to see. I even want to see like the Marvel movie stuff's fine. I just less superhero interpretations. Like again, I've said it before. Their Wolverine with boxer shorts doesn't catch my attention. But when they do Michael Myers or like Ash from Evil Dead, or even the Thor and the Hulk from the movie look great. I'm super excited for that. They did show a Predaking. Did you see that Predaking picture?
No.
I'm switching back to Transformers. So they're doing a big ass Predaking, like a Titans class Predaking.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And we both of us saw TFCon this weekend and didn't get it.
Yeah, I thought about it, and it just was like, I mean, I do want it, sort of bad. I mean, I know it's simple, but it's a base. I mean, think about how much fun that is, but I couldn't pull the trigger. I'm like, I haven't had the money, and I'm like thinking about it. Like,
there's two reasons I couldn't pull the trigger. One, if it doesn't turn into a robot mode, it kind of decreases my interest. And number two, the Fort Max's went on clearance for like $50, so it's kind of hard to pull the trigger on a $150, $170 toy when the likelihood is it's gonna at least get to $80.
Or it'll be the one that they didn't make a lot of and be an instant fucking,
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Sportimus said that I got him into Beast Wars, and thanks. And you know what? You're fucking welcome, because Beast Wars rules, and that's where I stand on that. So that's awesome. Yeah, no, I don't know what to do about TFCon. Like, the thing is there's going to be a day where I'm going to be bored. I'm going to be like, I want a big ass robot, and I mean, I'm going to probably do it, right?
You mean probably get TFCon?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, most likely. I mean,
I got such a problem with Transformers that don't have a humanoid robot mode. Does that bother you at all? Or
not at all. Like, I mean, because the whole thing is they no, honestly, I know it should.
Like Skylinks?
It should. I love Skylinks. Like, they need to do a new Skylinks.
They just did that Combiner Wars Skylinks.
No, but I mean like a big old Skylinks. Like, I want a third-party Skylinks modernized. But imagine if it turned into a shuttle, but instead of that red thing on the bottom, it was boosters. Like,
that's cool, but
that would be sweet.
I still need like a robot mode where it's like a humanoid. Are we still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's where Paul Chu says that there's a 20% off coupon at the end of the month. Would that do it? 20% off? What is it? 150?
So you get $100 off.
Superdimensional, you're a little late to the party, but MGo's video, yeah, we were just talking about that. The Masterpiece Prime. We're gonna get on that.
Has anybody tried that yet out there? Yeah. Try it right now. Let us know if it works, because I'm like really. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get off here. Is try that shit.
Yeah, you know what, Paul? You're saying that I'm MP Skylinks. I think I'd be in on that for some reason. I don't know.
Yes, you would, man. MP Skylinks, they would make it so sweet, and it would go so good with that crazy Omega Supreme that's out now.
That's true. He's a fucking like a pterodactyl. Like, I mean, he just.
But it's cool. He's also a shuttle. He's a shuttle. Like, Yeah, I don't know.
All
I
right.
think I give you, he's weird. He's weird. He's weird.
It's weird. And I like weird shit. I really do. It's just like, you know what? Screw it. I think I'm gonna get TFCon next time I see him. I don't know. It's just hard not to. I like big ass robots. That's the
thing
line.
is, TFCon would be sweet if you actually put all the little, like all the other like figures with them. If you used them as a base, it'd be a ton of fun. But nobody uses Transformer bases as bases. It's like this whole level of play value that nobody uses. Nobody gives a shit. But if you actually use that, I think it'd be an awesome toy. But no one has that kind of room, you know?
I agree with you. Like if I buy them, I'm gonna buy them and I'm gonna transform them in the base, and then I'm gonna transform them back to the dinosaur, and then I'm gonna put them on the floor with my other ginormous Transformers. They're so unruly. They're so large that it's really hard to just like play with them. But I love it.
We should build like Transformer Land in my basement, and
that'd be great.
Like, what if we just did like built the Ark down there in masterpiece scale? Like,
that'd be awesome.
Cobra Island. What if we did Cobra Island?
That would be awesome too, but that's a whole nother world. Like that would
one or the other. You couldn't do both. But imagine if you did
maybe you could
quarter scale Cobra Island. Like, I mean, like, could you imagine? Like, the best part would be like when Duke fights, like when they put the mind control things on him and Duke had to fight that crazy guy, to have that whole arena and Destro and Cobra Commander with their little remote controls. I mean, like, I want it that big. Like, perfect scale, like, just fuck yeah, go.
Speaking of big, that Omega Supreme third party.
Oh my god,
that dude, it was awesome in person. It was fucking nuts. It's one of those things that I would love to own, but I just don't ever see it happening. Like that's
I could get it. I could have like a weird week and just decide I had to have it.
I think love it.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, it was like when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a Brian robot. Like, it just everything about it. So,
simple, but I mean, what is it like? Yeah, it's big, nuts.
It's got to be like $500.
I'm guessing it's 2 toys. It's sold as 2 toys. It comes in 2 boxes. I mean, you can't even buy it in the same box. So,
yeah, man, you know, it was really cool to see that shit in person, man. I really exciting. And it's just great. Like, I'll be honest with you, by the third party bug a little bit at TFCon because it was all there and you could like get your hands on it, and it's just, I'll be honest with you, I don't know where Transformers collecting would be without third party.
It'd be pretty boring. You could be a completist. I mean, you'd have everything and you'd be bored.
I guess I would.
So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like I still think Masterpiece are probably like the best, and I like my Titans Returns, but like there's no other. I mean, they don't. Hasbro and Takara are not putting enough resources into Transformers, but.
Well, I mean, I think third party is Transformers. I mean, I think that is the majority of it now. I wonder when it's going to get to a point where it's not referred to as third party. I mean, it's like, because I don't feel like it's third party anymore. I feel like, yeah, that's sort of...
As long as Hasbro doesn't license it out, it'll be considered third party. Like they license out. They had that really cool looking third party Drift, and it's so awesome, but it does not transform. And I have a general rule of thumb that if it's a transformer and doesn't transform, I really don't have any use for it. With a few exceptions, like I almost bought that big ass 18-inch Optimus Prime, and my wife talked me out of it because it was like, she's like, "What do you look?" She's like, "I'm all for it, but like, where are you going to put it and what are you going to do with it?" And then I had to think about it, and she's right. Like it would have to like sit on the floor. Like it was so big. Dust Mite says 7th party. I don't know why
7th party. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sort of weird. It's like I think what they have as much like not nostalgia, but as much stake in it now as Hasbro and Takara do. It's
in what sense? Like, what do you mean? Like, just
like when I think of Transformers, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't really think of third party being any different than Takara or Hasbro. It's like,
okay.
Like I don't like
quality
like, oh, it's any different. Both. Yeah, just like I just buy it for the character it is, you know?
Yeah, man. Everyone out there watching, go to TFCon in Virginia. Let's have a blast, dude. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm like pushing TFCon. Other things at San Diego Comic-Con. Let's see. McFarlane Toys has no connection with like the modern action figure collector whatsoever. Did you see those? Like, they showed those new Star Trek figures.
Yeah, that boring as hell. Absolutely boring.
Yeah. I mean, look, I love Star Trek, but like action figures of Star Trek are very exciting. But like the articulation in their crotches made no sense to me whatsoever. It was like McFarlane's at the point where he's just like, I'm gonna just fight the industry just to fight, and it's like, look, people want articulated action figures. Like, people don't want your little fucking statue figures, do they? I mean, you know what? Maybe
I don't know. I mean, but people don't really want Star Trek figures is the problem. I mean, I just don't think it's like, I don't know, man. It just seems like they've never marketed well, ever. Like, they just don't sell, you know?
Playmates in the 90s, they own.
No, I take that back. Playmates, but since then, people don't give a shit. It's like, even with the ships, I mean, like DST, they've been working on the last ship. The new ship that's supposed to come out. They've been working on it for 3.5 years. You know, and they fucking, like, Star Trek is just famous for fucking fans over it. Like, they still don't have a toy of the Reliant. There's no toy of Khan's ship. It's like, what the fuck? It's like,
the thing is I think it's because there's nothing supporting the product, really. I mean, I guess you could say the Star Trek movies, and like with Discovery, that new show, which I don't know how I feel about it. Like,
I think it looks great, but it's CBS All Access. You got to pay to watch it. I mean, that's not for kids. Yeah, it's not gonna air. You have to have like their All Access.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
My problem was my problem based on the trailer that we saw of Discovery, and you know, we're boring half the people out with Star Trek, but fuck it, I don't care. Is that it seemed very like main character centric. Like, it didn't seem like an ensemble cast. That's what I loved about Next Generation, was that like it was an ensemble cast. Like, you'd have Data episodes, you'd have Riker episodes, you'd have Tasha Yar episodes, you'd have Counselor Troy episodes, where the trailer, and I'm just basing it strictly on the 3-minute trailer, is that it was like, this is your character and this is who you're going to follow. This is the journey you're going to follow, this one character. Everybody else is inconsequential. Does that sound fair? Or am I being way exaggerated?
Well, I don't know, because the whole thing is it didn't really show any. It showed the 2 women. It showed the Jason Isaacs, and it showed Klingons, and that's really all I saw in it. You know, so I don't know. I mean,
you're a bigger Trekkie than me. Like, I certainly like. I'm a casual Star Trek fan, but I
think the ships look cool. I think the Klingons look cool. I mean, I couldn't get that personally from a trailer. I don't think it showed me that one way or the other. But I don't know, man. I'm
hey, Ferb says Discovery will be on Netflix too, so that's pretty cool.
But not in the United States. It's only it's only in Europe. So yeah, I know, because I saw the trailers for it.
Let's talk about what really fucking matters. And I wanted to talk about this last week, but we didn't work it out last week. Is that Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. I got a $220 ticket because of that Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hot Toy. Yeah. Look, Hot Toys revealed that Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight, and I swear to God, when I die, I want that thing to be shoved into my coffin. If I'm not burned, I know that sounds morbid, but like, that thing looks perfect, except for the fact that it is a doll. Like, it is a doll, but like, all that aside, I'm so excited. So I'm driving and I'm super excited, and I'm texting my wife because I couldn't control my excitement. And I was literally like, my face was up in the phone like this. Like, I'm driving, and I admit I am a texter and driver. You can crucify me. I don't drive drunk, but I do text and drive. You just gotta keep that shit
down, man. I mean, it's just.
I know. Yeah. I was so excited. I was like this, and woo, and then I was like, I couldn't even give that cop a line of bullshit. Like, I was so caught red-handed. I was like, can you let me go? And he's like, no. And I'm like, all right. And then I called, and they told me it was a $220 ticket. And I just want to say that's a fucking racket. I respect police officers in that job, but give me a fucking break. $220 for that. I just have to, like...
That's not, but it's no points. I mean, just pay it. Don't do it again. That
makes it even more of a racket, because it's like, we're not going to give you points because it's not worthy of deducting points from you. We just want your money.
They do just want your money. Yeah, it's not. I know. That's what they do.
That's a racket. Isn't that a racket?
I guess, but I mean, it's just that's how the way it works, and be like, well, was texting worth $220? I mean, he didn't make you do it and then give you a ticket. I mean, it's sort of like
you're right. I was wrong, but I'll be honest with you.
I've had more tickets than anybody. Like,
yeah, you're out of control.
I was out of control, man.
I know.
I
mean, I'm not going to get into the financials, but I think your like insurance costs are like more than
more than most people's car payments. They are, man. I pay a shit.
I mean,
in insurance,
but it happens.
And wait till I get the new car, then it's gonna go even up again. I'm fucked.
Yeah, but that 220. That Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight is a dream come true. That Hot Toys, it comes with everything. Like they did not leave out his brown cloak. They didn't leave out. They had his open mouth expression.
Do they have a beat up hand? Do they have a damaged hand? Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
The only thing that they potentially left off is a head of his hair blowing in the wind. That would be it. But
why potentially? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's the only accessory that they could have come with that it does not come with. But it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying that, like, if you wanted to get really hardcore and be like, hey, it doesn't come with something, that's something that I could say that it doesn't come with. But I don't care. They left out his cack. Oh, sorry, you got me. So I'm super excited for that. Luke Jedi Knight, man. Luke Jedi Knight.
I think those new Pacific Rim figures look pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know how that movie's gonna be, but I thought those figures looked pretty nice. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, it's Bandai, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, I'll go. The thing is I'll go see the movie without any issue, but I didn't enjoy the first one. And again, that's like one of those things where.
Don't say that in the wrong crowd. Oh boy.
I should have liked it though. Like I should.
Dude, why did you not like it? It had weak acting. It was just robots beating on each other. It was like everything that Transformers should have been.
Right. Except for that. I'm sorry. Like I like Charlie Day and It's Always Sunny, but Charlie Day was so absolutely over the top annoying in this movie. I couldn't get past it. Plus, like the acting was just unconvincingly bad.
Well, that's what happens when you have a guy that directs an English movie that barely speaks English himself.
Oh, that's not fair because I like Hellboy. I like both Hellboy 1 and 2.
Yeah, but is it the same director?
Yeah.
It is the same director. But even, actually, I guess, yeah, that is true. Hellboy sort of sucks too, though. So
I liked them. I liked them both. I liked
the first one.
See, I actually think I like the second one better.
Yeah, you're nuts. So I don't remember the second one. What was the second one?
It was the Golden Army. It was pretty sweet. Like visually, Guillermo del Toro does not disappoint. I give him that.
No, yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. Super Dimensional said Hellboy 2 Blue. I don't know what else you're looking for. I enjoyed it, but to each his own. I don't know. Again, I like some shitty movies, so I won't criticize anyone's taste unless it's Transformers: The Last Night. That was a piece of dog shit. Sorry, Transformers Night fans, but that Megatron is cool. That's a cool design.
That Megatron is the best thing to come out of that movie. That Megatron design is solid. I've been beating the living hell out of that Megatron, like beating it and loving it.
And you got
love it.
Are you sleeping with it though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I go through it about at least like 10 times a day, transforming. I fly it around. Like I'm living it, man. Living and breathing that thing right now.
That's an example of I'll classify that as a knockoff. Fair enough? Is that
a
knockoff?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. But I mean, I love them both. I love the Voyager too, you know? Oh, we got to get to that, talk about knockoffs and how
Paul,
naughty we all are about those.
Yeah.
Shame on us.
What was that?
Shame on us.
For what?
For loving our knockoffs.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? If the knockoff is an improvement on the original, I'm not going to get into that because I'm going to get in fights. But hey, Paul, I talked about Valerian a couple minutes ago, and I was disappointed. It was very very shitty, and I really wanted to love it. I went into it really wanting to love Valerian. I'm talking about I was like talking it up. I was like, I don't care about these reviews. It's going to be good. And I still didn't like it. But anyways.
I want that Caliber 2, Super D. I'm really curious about that thing.
Which one is that?
The Caliber Prime. It's like the Age of Extinction Prime, but he's got like removable kibble. Like it is like, I don't know what
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's still that Prime. It's a leader class, but they actually engineered it. So he has the part where the trailer would, you know, his huge backpack comes off and becomes a shield.
Is it made by that Wei Zhang?
No, it's made by Takara.
Oh,
yeah,
no
legit.
shit.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I love my knockoff Megatron though.
Yeah, I do too. And I don't know what to call it, because you know what? If it's like fine, maybe it's naughty, but you know what? If the knockoff is the only way to get it, like I don't give a shit.
Okay, so
like I think you're bad. Like I draw the line. I wouldn't buy a knockoff to avoid paying the full price.
Yes, that's
from the manufacturer. I think that's like there's more important things than you getting a good deal. But if you get a knockoff because the other one isn't available, then I don't know. I mean, it's just
this is my final stance on knockoff without getting into a debate. Is if it's trying to mislead me, like the Takama Tori, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Takasa Tori.
Yes.
That's where I'm like no go. Like that's if it's trying to imitate the and be tricksters and like try to confuse someone, or that's where I draw the line. And look, I know that I've had this conversation with people. Well, some people say, oh well, I don't have $80 to buy the original. Then you're in the wrong hobby, and that's just where I stand. And that's it. I won't shit on anybody about it. That's just where I stand. But I will buy third parties. I will buy third party all day long, and I'll buy oversized knockoffs. I'll buy like improved knockoffs. I'll buy that shit all
oversized knockoffs with metal and extra joints. I'm all about it.
Fuck yeah.
All about
I'm in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, improve it. Like again, the MP10 and the MP01, which are, I don't know, would you classify those as knockoffs? They're sort of improved. I think those are some of the best toys I own in my collection. And
they're naughty and knockoffs. Yeah, I mean, I still think they're sweet. I mean, I'd buy them in a second. So, but yeah, I think they count as knockoffs for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a problem with the knockoffs.
Yeah, no. Speaking of knockoffs, Toynami showed a whole bunch of shit at San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay, yeah, let's get to that. What do you think of those little alpha fighters, man?
They suck.
No, they don't. I think they look good, and I'm scared of them. I thought they looked good.
Why?
You don't think they look good?
No, you're being tricked, dude. You know.
I know they can't.
You know what's gonna happen.
They can't be good because they're Toynami, but those pictures tell me they're good. Don't they? A little bit.
There was one. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like I'm so hungry for a good alpha fighter.
And we're not getting one.
I know. I'm so hungry for Robotech or Macross stuff that like I'll buy anything. And speaking of that, I guess the guy who's who's directing that new It movie has signed on to do the Robotech movie. We'll see how that goes. But I'll take that. That seems like something worth. But the thing is, I think we're so starved for Robotech and Macross stuff that you start justifying trinkets, and like Toynami does not, they don't make quality stuff. There's one
but it's an alpha that doesn't exist yet. It's a new alpha mold. I mean, I know they suck. Like, I know there's no way it's going to be good, but I'm still going to get it. Like,
you're right. Yeah. You know what are they, 40? They're going to be like $40.
Are they? I don't know.
50, 60?
Probably
no,
60. They got to rape you good.
I'll be honest with you. We got that. What is it? Evolution.
I was just going to bring that up. That thing looks like shit too. Yeah. And that's like a couple $100. Like but I'm on it. I don't care. I'm getting it.
I've committed to it. But it looks disappointing. There's no love in this market for Robotech Macross fans. It sucks, man. It really sucks.
Well, I mean, I still think Arcadia is doing a pretty good job. They haven't done anything new, but yeah, there's no new generation love at all. High Metal Arts are pretty good, So, yeah. But yeah, there's nothing new. Like nothing. I mean, but who knows? maybe we just had bad pictures of that alpha and it'll be sweet.
That's true. I hope so. Sportimus, if you're talking about what scale for those Toynami alphas, I think they are 170. I think they're
It said 160. Scale. The alphas said 160.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which means they'll be tiny because a 160 scale VF1 is like, let me see a finger.
Yeah.
It's like,
while you're doing that,
it'll be like half the size, just over half the size of a VF1. So they're small. They're way smaller.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It is smaller. You know, Shellformer out there says that everything will be new designs and unrecognizable for a movie, and I do understand that, but it depends on like what level of unrecognizable. If they're unrecognizable, I will not tolerate that. But if they are new designs, I'll understand that. Like I know that they need to make new designs. I just I don't want to see
Robotech.
Yeah, Robotech. Movie.
Yeah,
sorry, I kind of jumped.
Yeah. They got to be new designs, but they have to be like it has to turn in like this to a jet. It has to do that.
It has to have, yeah.
Like they have to have reflex weaponry in it, which is like if it doesn't have reflex weaponry, I'm out. I'll hate it.
I'll be honest with you. I have a deep love for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Like I really loved it.
Yeah,
like,
that
way
movie
too
was
much.
Sweet.
But the one thing I did not like is those robot designs were shit. Like they were. I mean, they were just shit. But I love the movie. But hopefully.
What did the diehard fans think of that movie? Because I loved that movie a lot. Like I loved it. Did it take the diehards out of it of the designs? Because I think I'd be pissed if I were a diehard and that's what it looked like.
Really?
I think so. I loved it, but I've seen an episode of Power Rangers ever and had no toys.
But don't you think the movie was entertaining and solid enough that it was forgivable? Like I totally forgave. All that bullshit, all the robot, if you call them that, the Zord, and the costume designs, I forgave because I was fully engrossed and invested in the movie. And I can't look.
We watched it fresh. I mean, that's the whole thing. I don't know if I would have been able to go in with those eyes and ears if I were committed to the '90s stuff. You know, I don't know if I would have given it a chance.
Yeah. But the thing is I'm not saying that the original show was not enjoyable because I actually watched 1 or 2 episodes and I thought it was enjoyable, but it wasn't. It was enjoyable the same way that the Transformers G1 cartoon was enjoyable. Like it was fun and it was silly, but like I don't know if they.
Wait, what? What did you just call? You called G1 Transformers silly?
Absolutely,
dude. What are you talking about? That's like some serious biblical shit, man.
I talk shit,
man.
How
dare you? Ever called
Beast Wars
was crazy silly.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that they were like Power Rangers. The original show was a fun show if you were a 9-year-old kid, but I don't think it was like a really engrossing you know, fiction-based show where like the I don't know. I could be wrong. I've seen 2 episodes in my life, so that's not fair for me. That's not fair for me to say. But I hope Power Rangers. I
want that sequel, man. I want a sequel with all the same actors. I thought that movie was awesome.
I did too. I really liked it. I also actually, you know, I don't buy Blu-rays, and I actually bought the Ghost in the Shell Blu-ray. Was it yesterday or Tuesday?
It was yesterday.
I like that movie, man. I like it. It was dark and moody and didn't overstay its welcome. I liked it. Oh, can I show you this I got too? My kids.
Yeah, dude, I'm playing right now anyway. Go for it, man.
I got this. I like this guy.
Yeah?
I like this guy a lot.
I thought he was pretty beautiful.
Yeah, he is beautiful. This is the I guess it's Ocular Max exclusive. I really dig this thing. It's not going to look really good on camera, but it's really cool. I also got their Diaclone Mirage. I don't know his official name. I don't want to talk shit about ages 3 and up yet, but like it had.
Did they get back to you?
They did get back to me, but it was not like. Look, again.
Tell it here.
I'll give them a chance. But like, here's where I give free advertising. I got the Sassoon guy, the bludgeon masterpiece looking guy from Chosen Prime, and he was missing a part and like had some problems. And Brandon from Chosen Prime immediately responded and immediately sent out those parts. And I have nothing but appreciation for good customer service. And I was very thankful. and I'll promote them for that. Like, that's amazing how quick he responded and how personable it was. It was so personal that I canceled my Machine Robo, the new Machine Robo pre-orders I had with Big Bad Toy Store, and immediately put in an order through Chosen Prime, because it's that kind.
Great.
Yeah, that is great. And so, like, that's me. But with Paul, I'm gonna say this. I hear Boris from 3A is awesome, and I think he's going to take care of it. But I think that he just hasn't been as responsive as my anxious personality requires. I'm very high maintenance.
Oh my God! Yeah. Yes, you are.
No, look, I think I think they will make it better. They will take care of the issue.
Have you heard from them? I mean, have they responded yet, or like
they did, but it wasn't. Well,
what did they say? I mean, it sounds like you're getting. They said that pretty quick here. Like,
no. I don't want to say that. No, you know what? I think that I've heard nothing but good things about them, so I don't want to say they're screwing me. It's just that I sent them the email, and they sort of hesitated to respond. They said, just send. Then they said, send me pictures and we'll look into it. And I haven't heard back from them since then, and it's been a week, and that's a little anxious. Like, I just want.
Oh, you're freaking out! But if they ask for pictures, they'll totally replace it.
Yeah. No, that's the thing, is I know they will. It's just like I require a response to saying, "Hey, sorry for the delay. I just want to let you know we're looking into it," because it's just I get anxious. I'm an anxious dude, man.
You're high maintenance. But you're a diva. It's cool.
I am a bit of a diva. Hey, man, I'll express that. But if you respond and you say that you're looking into it, I will be patient. I'm not going to be up in his ass, and I haven't been up in his ass. Well, but I feel pretty good. But I do want to say that Chosen Prime was great. Wait, who? Yeah. So I mean, Chosen Prime has been great. I want to give them love. And they had the best display at TFCon too. But no doubt, ages 3 and up had the best exclusive. If you went to TFCon and you didn't get this, you missed out, because this was worth it. It's great. I love it. So
transform it right now on camera.
No, you know what? I can't, because the legs are kind of tricky, and I kind of got I just have to do the reverse. What's it called? So, and then since we're talking about my TFCon purchases, I want to talk about this guy. What the fuck is this guy's name?
Sassoon, Sassoon or whatever.
This is the guy I was talking
about.
He
had your nuts in a bunch, man. You were flipping out over that too.
Look, sometimes it's the wrong time to be transforming something, and when I transformed him, it was the wrong time. And I want to say that, like, I couldn't find any video transformation reviews of him going from robot to vehicle, which was really unusual, because that's how he comes packaged. By the way, this robot is fucking wicked. Like, it's really wicked, but the transformation is not wicked at all. The transformation kind of tough, but I love the original one quite a bit. But with that said, what was I talking about? See, I don't even care. It's just not easy to handle, and it's not fun to transform. And if you're trying to transform something and you're just not in that space, it gets frustrating. And I couldn't find a video, that where someone was transforming it from robot to vehicle, which is how it's packaged. So I would think that logically that would be the way that you would instruct someone on how to transform it. So eventually, Bobby Skullface posted a video like a couple days after I got it, and he did a transformation from robot to vehicle, and I watched it, and it sounded like he seemed to have his money. Every single problem I had, he had. So it made me feel better that I wasn't an idiot. So that was good. Or if I am an idiot, then so is he, and so that made me feel better too. Like,
well, at least you don't have to feel alone. You know.
Yes, I don't have to feel alone. Right. So
this is what transformed him.
Yeah.
It actually worked this time.
Mm-hmm. What are you transforming?
This is a Weijing Bumblebee, but like.
Oh man! Oh, you did it pretty quick.
Yeah, man. But it's like it like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like when you put that up next to the masterpiece, it just doesn't really like hold up. You know, he's like, it's hard to tell with this camera, but he's really dilapidated. I know. Like he sits all crooked on the ground and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I stand by my thoughts that if you would have gotten him pre-masterpiece, you'd be singing a different story. I'm not saying you would have loved it.
I mean, I would have given him, definitely, I would have liked it a little bit more, but I never would have loved it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but back to San Diego Comic-Con. I think Hasbro with Marvel Legends ruled the show. They just fucking have that down, man. The Marvel Legends, they just nailed it. Like, everything they showed was pretty cool. And like the way that they showed it, like they revealed a couple figures each day, kept me engaged. So I just want to give props to Hasbro for that, because you seem to be failing quite heavily on every other toy line, but with the Marvel Legends, you guys are rocking.
What is that all about? Like, I mean, I don't know. Has Star Wars? Yeah, I can't even speak. Transformers is a pretty decent line. I mean, if you think about it,
it is. It depends.
Like the Titans Return shit's pretty awesome. I mean, like it's keeping us interested. Now, granted, the robots in disguise, not so. I don't know. Like,
or how about the movie stuff? Like
the movie stuff is pretty great.
I know.
Like
it is, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. But like, why is it that the movie toys are not being released to coincide with the movie? Like, that makes no sense to me.
Because they're stupid. Like, they're stupid. I mean, I had to literally.
They fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that are getting Wei Jing Megatrons because they can't get a Voyager Megatron or a Leader Class. I mean, think about that. Yeah, it's like, get your shit out, you know? And I mean, like Laura and I mean, we went all day. Well, like looking one day, and when it was supposed to be out, and I mean, I spent weeks looking for that, and it's like, I'm like, fuck it, now I don't even care anymore. I
mean, I agree. Like, I hate in general. Like, I don't hate. I dislike. I have a distaste for the movie shit. But there was a couple movie toys where I was really excited for.
Nitro Zeus, man, looks awesome.
Why do I like that guy so much?
Because he's a Titans Return, I think, probably because he's a repurposed Titans Return, or pre-purposed. So.
Oh yeah, he's got like a head.
Yeah, his head's removable. So, and his cockpit fits a Titans Return. So he's out of that line, but still want him. So
what's the gimmick of that Power of the Prime? Is that Power of the Prime?
I don't know.
What the new Transformers toy line that was squeezed out there? What is its gimmick? Like, it's not Titan Masters. I think it's like removable matrices. You didn't even see any of that?
I didn't even look at it really. I wasn't into it this weekend. But what Power of the Prime, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Hey Slim, where did you see the Voyager Megs? I'm still looking for it. I still want a Voyager. Do I still get it? Yeah, I still get it. I can't find it anywhere.
I'd still get it.
All right. Dust Mites says that it's Matrix that they come out with, but I just don't. I don't quite understand. Power of the
Matrixes. That's stupid.
Yeah, but if you like, before you say, like, maybe it's not as cool as the Titan Masters, but I did see a couple of the little, the little dudes.
Mm-hmm.
They have some where they look like the Pretender shells, and you put the Matrix into it, and I kind of dig it. Like, you got to see the pictures. I'll show you the pictures.
What Power of the Prime is what it's called? What is it?
Yeah, Power of the Primes. Power of the Primes.
Power of the Primes. I'll find it. Transformers.
I like. You know what I'm looking for? Anybody out there see the new Titans Returns Deluxes? I want the Wind Blade. Anybody see the Wind Blade? Anybody? Wind Blade. Yeah. I want the Wind Blade. I want the other one too, the purple one. Did you notice that? Like, I sent you a picture, and I was like, "Hey, you want any of these?" And they were the new Titans Returns, and you're like, "No."
Yeah, I didn't even give a shit. Yeah, I wasn't into them.
But that was bullshit.
Dude, I'm getting a little bored with Titan. Oh, you were bullshitting that figure.
Yeah. You just realized that.
Yeah.
Like, I was totally.
Well, I didn't even care. But
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was trying to. Okay, Walmart. I have a hard time going to Walmart. Every time I go into Walmart, dude, it's just I immediately get depressed and I have to get the fuck out of there. So,
why?
Anyways, I don't know, man. It's just like every time I go to Walmart, and I'm not trying to criticize anyone shopping at Walmart, but I look around and I see all the people and they just look so sad. Like, and I got to get the fuck out of there. And then I'll go next door to the Target and I look at all the people and they look so much better. Everyone looks so much like happier and like more kept. I don't know. I'm being a snob, but I'm a snob. So anyways,
all right.
yeah. What the Titans Returns? You're just done with it?
I don't, not done. If I see them, I might get them, but it's like they're so few and far between when you ever run into a new toy in a toy store that it's like, I'm like, yeah, fuck you. You don't want me to get your shit? I'll just get high end third party. I can stick to that and not waste my money on $20 trinkets.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, make it easy.
Dust Mites, go ahead and self promote. We don't have an issue with that.
Help yourself, man.
Sell yourself. What did they show any Star Wars figures at San Diego, or I don't know? It's like Star Wars figures. It's like, I mean, what could they announce that would excite people at this point?
Probably nothing before a movie. They probably have to keep it all under wraps anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I was excited about the Power Lord's return, but that's like small potatoes. Like, that's me and one other guy in the state of Michigan that's interested in Power Lords. Like, no one else cares. I mean, I don't know who cares about Power Lords beside me, but I'm excited for those. Later, Paul. I'll be honest with you. Like, overall, I think I think San Diego. Granted, I was not there, therefore the excitement was probably not as great.
Oh, I'll bet they missed you, man. I'm sure they did.
They did miss me. I bet you the parties were not as exciting without me there.
I'll bet.
There's no party like a Knerdout party. That was that was great.
You did say that.
I know, I did. Did you get a chance to sneak in before we go? Did you sneak in a peek at that Avengers trailer? Did you get a chance to see that?
You know what? No, I haven't pursued it either. I've like seen it pop up and disappear, pop up and I heard you have to like do a search and be willing to put in 15 minutes on YouTube to find it why it's up. But I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I want to see it. But I heard a guy's breakdown of it, and it sounds pretty cool. But I have not seen it. What? Didn't you watch a cam or something of it?
Yeah, it was. I'll be honest with you. Like, after I watched it, I wish I would have just waited the week, because that the official's going to show up soon.
Yeah.
I should have just waited the week and saw it instead of watching someone hold up their phone to a screen. And I mean, the thing is it's all great. You kind of know what's going on. You know, you're going to get a whole bunch of superheroes running around, and it's exciting. I dig it. But I should have waited to have like a high resolution copy of watching superheroes run around, and that's my mistake. Someone's saying, wait, they're starting to announce Soul Chigokin Macross. What? What are you teasing here?
Who says these things?
X0, what are you talking about? Oh, is it WonderCon going on?
Yeah, that is this weekend, isn't it? I think that's this weekend.
Oh, shit. That's where we see the stuff that I really want to see.
Like, anything Macross, Soul Chigokin, I'm all in. Like, I'll tell you right now, I'm even thinking I'm almost all in on that SDF1. That's going to be nuts.
Wow.
But almost. I shouldn't say almost all in. I'm almost in, maybe.
How much is that thing?
I don't know. No idea.
And it's non-transformable, right?
That's
don't know. That's a problem, man. Oh, okay.
Like, if it were transformable, I would 100% be all in on it. I wouldn't care. I'd pay $2,000 for it. I wouldn't care.
X0 just keeps teasing us, and I don't. That's you're messing with us. I'm just the Gypsy Danger. Oh, okay. Well, I got to check out the pictures. I'm excited. I like seeing the Japanese toys.
Yeah, but they're so crazy though, because they'll have prototypes that never get made that are awesome. Like they had an SDF1 like a couple of years ago, and it was supposed to be like a 12-inch. And it never happened. And it's like you can get your dick teased real hard there on stuff that never comes to fruition.
You remember that big giant VF1J?
Yeah, like what's up with that?
Yeah, what happened to that? It was like an SOC, like what was it, like 132 scale? I don't know. It was huge. It was almost obnoxiously huge. Like it was probably too much.
Which I need. I need an obnoxious VF1. I need more. I need new Macross. I do.
You're looking at you. I want
more.
I want an updated. I love the Yamato 148. I want an updated 148. I think that's the perfect scale, and I'm good. I want 3 3/4 inch action figures, but we talked about that, and Toynami didn't show them at San Diego, so they must be done. So all the more reason to say fuck Toynami.
They didn't show. Oh man, that does suck. No. I didn't.
Yeah, that means that they're not doing it. Yeah. so they're probably not doing it. And then other than that, there's like that Kids Logic that does all that Macross stuff, and it's like $1 bazillion. Like,
yeah, and they have all weird shit like super deformed stuff, and I mean some of it's actually pretty nice, but it's still not my type of thing.
Yeah, I'm not into the super deformed thing. I'm not into the cute, the Funko Pop stuff. Like, it's just not my bag. Like, I know that people are really into it, and I respect that, but I'm just not into the super deformed stuff. However, with that said, I kind of dig the Loyal Subjects Masters of the Universe figures, even though I think those are super deformed.
Yeah. Did you see the Funko? Was it Super 7 or Funko Robotech figures?
Yeah, Super 7.
Super 7. I thought those looked sort of neat. You know, I mean.
Yeah.
But I thought those were pretty cool. I mean, it's not my thing, but I still thought they were cool.
You'll check out mine when I get them.
Yeah, damn right I will.
Yeah, they're essentially like Transformers Action Master type 3 3/4 inch Valkyries. I'm in. Oh, you know what? Real quick, since we're on this macro, did you see that the high metal they're coming out with the battle pod with like added
with the junk on it?
Bullshit.
Hell yeah, man!
So what do? You
get it?
Do you get that?
You gotta get it.
You really do?
Probably, I think so. I mean, I think it's only like $100. So.
Yeah, I mean, you should get it.
Well, especially because it's troop builders. I mean, I only have one battle pod, and it's like not the toy to buy one of. That's the one toy that you need to get a few of. Because I mean, you know, like my Valkyries don't look intimidated with 6 versus 1 pod. You know, it's just. Nope, not so much.
I had a good conversation with Dave Lukowski about the high metals, but he's not here to represent himself, so we'll save that for another time. But
what did he say? Nutshell it, man.
I mean, in a nutshell, because Dave, I don't want to speak for you. He wasn't into it, man. Like, and I understood he had some interesting arguments, and we'll get him on here to do it. Hey, we'd like to get some guests. Anyone, if you're interested, you know what? Fuck it. We don't need a guest, but no, we do. But I'll let Dave defend himself on. I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of arguments against high metal. I mean, I think I buy them because they're new. But if they had like if Arcadia was releasing new shit, I'd be done with them. I mean, they're old. I mean, they came out at the same time as the 160. At the 160 Yamato stuff, and I didn't buy them when they were new. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'll take the Yamato shit any day of the week. But now,
that makes sense.
It's like, you know, hey, second chance. Why not? Give it a shot now.
It's sort of like all you have in essence. Yeah. Any other things on your mind? I'm going to Mackinac Island this week with the family. If you're not familiar, if you're not from the Midwest or Michigan area, Mackinac Island is a wonderful vacation spot for Michiganders.
And for fans of Somewhere in Time.
Yeah, because they don't allow automobiles and all that. And I'm really excited, except for the fact that I gotta wake up and drive tomorrow morning. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a fun place. There's horse poop, and
I love Mackinac and fudge.
I do too. The thing is like, we're only going for 2 days, so it's okay. But like, I do get this isolation issue, especially because there's no chance of me going into any sort of toy store and finding anything, which is so ridiculous and selfish of me because my wife went to TFCon.
You selfish? No.
I am.
No.
Well, you know, like I said, my wife went to TFCon with me and she nerded it up. Like, she was like, she was all in it.
Yeah, you owe her a Mackinac trip for sure.
Absolutely. For sure, I like going to Mackinac, but I'm going to eat some fudge and I'm going to, you know, do whatever she needs me to do, and I'm gonna keep a smile on my face. So that's where I'm at. Yep, fudge. That's where Primacon. Anything else you got?
I'm good, man.
So we're gonna have no reviews this week, but we got a lot of stuff. Probably for next week. What is coming out that we both want Nitro,
right? Possibly Trypticon. I gotta see what happens. You know, if I'm in a good mood, you know, I don't know, maybe a few beers, it could happen.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I think I've said this before. I think this year has been absolutely amazing for individual figure accomplishments.
Oh my God! This is the best year I can think of for toys. Since I've been an adult, I can't think of a better year for
me. for me, the Vinyltech Masterpiece days, like 2000, whatever shirt I'm wearing, is this 2003? When I went to like Wizard World or something was great. I do want to say that if WonderCon is this weekend, please, Lord of the Japanese Transformer toys, show me the Dinobot, the Beast Wars Masterpiece Dinobot. That is what I want to see.
Oh God.
Oh, come on.
Yuck.
All right, fuck you. With that, I got nothing else, dude. Masterpiece Dinobot. If anyone sees pictures of it, send it to me immediately. And also, go to TFCon and have a drink with Brian and I. We're going to TFCon, man. That's gonna be fun, dude. It's gonna be balls. Thank you all in the live chat for joining us. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, you're just dragging on right now. Let's call it, man.
Until
Nerd out. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.
Please, here we go.